My name is Robert Witham. On most places on social media, it's just Robert Witham, except for my public Facebook page, which is Wandering Minimalist, because, yeah, I couldn't use my name there. So, my home state, most recently Wyoming. Before that, Montana. Before that, a bunch of places out in the Northeast. So I've wandered around a lot my whole life. I'm currently out here in this 2003 Chrysler Town & Country. It's actually my third vehicle to full-time in. I also had a cargo trailer that was converted and a 2013 Toyota Camry, which was, you know, every one of them had their advantages and disadvantages, things I liked about them, things I didn't like. So I've decided there's no perfect vehicle because there's always compromises and trade-offs. As for pets, I do not. It's crossed my mind occasionally, but I just don't think it would fit well into my current mode of travel, the way I travel. I've been on the road full-time now for, it'll be 2 years in December. And then before that, I've done it part-time like my whole life, and I've done it full-time for a few shorter periods in the past. Classic one being in a 1974 Volkswagen bus. Yes, I'm a hippie.
That's great.
But back in those days when that happened, we didn't have the kind of resources we have today, and you had to totally figure everything out on your own, and it was really hard. So it's so much easier these days. I'm able to be on the road because I support myself as a freelancer, despite the fact that I look retirement age and I get senior citizen discounts. I am not retired.
You're not even in, you're a decade away, at minimum decade and a half away from being retired.
It's our group here. I am the baby of the group.
You usually are.
I support myself with mostly freelance work. I have a little bit of royalties from some book sales, a little bit from YouTube revenue, but basically freelance income or freelance work. I found Bob's channel and website and stuff a long time ago, probably 5 years, his website. And so I've been followed it off and on for a long time, and it was hugely instrumental in me being successful when I finally got on the road full time, again, almost 2 years ago. I first met Bob January, it'll be 2 years in January, down in Ehrenberg. Actually, I met Cody first, and then I met Bob. I was out for a walk in the evening and said, "Oh, that looks like Cody."
That's how it often goes.
Then along comes Bob, and he must be Bob. So, and then travel in different directions. Didn't see him again for a while, but then in June last year, I think it was June. Yeah, June last year, I met him again in Williams, Arizona. So I'd headed down south and gone to Sedona, and it was like pushing 106 that week or 108 or something. So I headed for higher elevation, got to Williams, and he had a post on his blog or something about how he was in Williams, and I commented and said, "Oh, no kidding, I'm in Williams too, waiting for the RTR, summer RTR." And you know, long story short, I ended up going to a hot dog roast that was going on at their camp not far away, and some crazy lady in a van offered to wash my plate for me. And, you know, now you know how I met Deborah. I know the question was, how did I meet Bob? But now you know how I met Deborah, too.
So I've got a bonus question for Robert, because a lot of my viewers
I'm nervous. I'm getting nervous.
He probably should be. A lot of my viewers, are you breathing? Are you okay? I know you're not sitting down.
The air is thin enough here. If I stop breathing, I'll be down in a...
Yeah, we're in Leadville, Colorado, the highest incorporated city in the United States. So a lot of you ask, are Robert and I a couple? So I thought, instead of me just answering that, I'm going to ask Robert, are we a couple? That's...
One of my new friends here in Leadville just made a crack around the campfire the other night, and he says, the world is a more peaceful place when he's not in a relationship. That's probably true for me too.
And obviously with my history, that is true too. So that's the glasses, I guess, because I have mine on. But I guess there you go. Robert and I are really good friends. We love each other, and I love Bob, and I love Linda, and I would do anything for this man. But
she loves almost everybody.
I do.
Almost.
I do. Well, yeah, almost. I try to love
There's
everybody.
that one-handed list that she probably has. But,
I try, and I'm working on it. And that's mostly, well, never mind. We're not going there. So anyway, I don't know if that answered your question or not. we're not in a relationship. Would that be good? Would that be good to say?
The world's a more peaceful place that way.
He's going to stick to his story.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I am a full-time van dweller as of June. I have a 2008 Kia Sedona minivan, and I travel with two small dogs, Ben and Caroline. I am originally from Germany, but I consider Colorado my home state. The way I support myself financially to be able to do this is, it took me 30 years to get where I am today with saving, investment, working, and just living within my means and not just go out and charge crazy stuff on credit card, not being able to pay it off. I met Bob. I'm actually here in Bob's camp. I met him on, when did I meet him? A couple of days ago, 4 days ago I think. Through his forum on his CheapRVliving.com website. And we've been camping together since with a whole bunch of other people. Nice people, have to add to it. And yeah, we'll just see where we go from here. Bye.
My name is Stephen Locke, aka Cyclone Drifter. My home state, I'm in my home state. I grew up in Boulder, but I've spent most of my adult life in Kansas City.
Okay, and I want to back up to, you have a YouTube channel,
Yes.
one or two?
I have two YouTube channels.
Okay, and those links are going to be in the description, so everybody check that out.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, so YouTube channel number 1 is Stephen Locke Cyclone Drifter.
Okay.
That's my nomadic vlogging channel. And then I have Tempest Gallery Storm, which is my storm chasing YouTube channel.
Wonderful. So everybody check that out. Look for the description.
The rig. This is a 98 Ford E350.
Nice.
Yes, I had a cat up until 2 or 3 days ago when she ran off. So
Yeah.
she's chipped. Maybe another camper will find her and maybe she'll come back. And how long have I been on the road? I've been on the road part-time for quite a few years. I've always been nomadic in nature, particularly as a storm chaser. I'm chasing storms from Texas to Canada all spring, but now I'm on the road full-time. So I'm up in the mountains in the summer and I'll be headed out west for the winter. I am a digital nomad. I'm a filmmaker, and I produce photographs and primarily film for the television and film industry. I shoot skies and storms, and I sell that footage to the film industry. You know, the first time I saw Bob was in a short film, a small movie that somebody had made.
The documentary.
Yes, and so then from there I went looking for him, and of course it's not hard to find him. If you watch any Nomad videos at all, you're going to find Bob. When, where, and how did I meet Bob? I met Bob in person here just a few nights ago, and we've gone on at least one adventure so far.
An awesome adventure you guys
I'm
had.
having a blast editing that video right
Yeah.
now. So hopefully people will watch that video where we go four-wheeling up to the summit with Bob Wells.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this for me.
My pleasure, thank you. I look forward to subscribing to your channel, Deborah.
And likewise.
Hi everyone, I am answering questions for Deborah. I'm watching my crazy dog run around and be crazy. My name is Bob Wells. I spent most all of my life in Alaska. I have a 2015 Chevy Express, now with a high top.
Yeah.
I have a crazy dog who's running around here being crazy, Cody. He's mutt. Nice dog though, I like him. How long you've been on the road? I've been living in a vehicle for 15 years, not continuously. It was a break of 6 years and then 9 years. Moved into a house in between those times and hated every second living in a house and never want to ever do that again.
And if they want the details, they can buy your book, and
Yes.
I'll put the link up to that.
There's a book, I have a book, and it's all in there. How long have you been on the road? For part-time, I'm full-time. Stay as far away from campgrounds as I can. how are you able to be on the road? I have a pension, and I had a terrible accident with some severe injuries, and I've got a workman's comp settlement from that. Make a little bit of money on the internet here and there. How did you find Bob's YouTube channel? Well, I kind of just happened to
Okay, okay, okay,
know a
okay,
little bit about
okay.
it.
Those questions were for everybody else that's here in camp with Bob. He's just giving me a hard time right now because I made a list for everybody, so he's going down the list. Did you say how long you've been on the road? If you did, I missed it.
15 years.
15 years. Okay. So really, he needed no introduction, but I thought this would be fun.
Deborah and I have known each other now for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And been a real pleasure.
Thank you, Bob. Love you.